Hello everybody and welcome back to Breaking Brawl. I'm Corbin Hostler and this looks like the draw cards mirror. So as you can see, we are doing our best to play Turboland here with Tatyova, Benthic Druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield into your control, gain a life, draw a card. Our opponent, with a 4 mana, whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card in Jhoira. Or Jhoira. I'm not actually sure which it is. I'm sure in the comments you can tell me just how dumb I am. All that said, we need to draw basically one land here, and I think our hand kind of takes off. We can play the Thematic Compass for 2, but we do need 3 mana to activate it here. Oh, maybe we won't be activating it, as a matter of fact. Sorcerer Spyglass entering the battlefield, looking at our hand. Activated abilities with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana sources. We will not be activating this, it turns out. All that said, we can still flip it later if we, and then, you know, Spires of Vraska can do its thing, which is Maze of Ithil creature. But our deck desperately needs a 3rd land to function here. We can, yeah, we didn't get there. I would really like to cast Spring to Mind next turn and, you know, then draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, well, Search for Azcanta, not exactly what we were looking for, but I suppose it at least helps us next turn. You know what? Our opponent, I guess we went first. I don't remember who went first. All right, let's see what we can do here with search. Okay, there we go. I would like to draw this island. All right, now we're in business here. They have a Manolith and draw a card, then discard a card, unless you exile a historic card from your graveyard. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Okay, none of our cards are great here. I guess we're just going to cast Spring to Mind. No reason not to. All right, now we're in business. If we draw a land, we can grow from the ashes for 2. But also, if we draw a land, we can just cast Tatyova, Benthic Druid here, which then makes grow from the ashes really silly if we're able to resolve it. And they're trying to get in on it as well here. Put island into my graveyard. No, I would like to draw that island. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. The upside to this staying in the battlefield is very high. You know, obviously our opponent could just kill it. We don't have any way to protect it here. Missing land drops, not great. But if they're not able to do that, and as you can see, they're a little tight on mana as well, we'll be able to really go off on our next turn here. And Storm the Vault. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get a treasure token. Okay, and then if you're in step, you have 5 or more artifacts total. Okay, I see. That's pretty good. Our opponent's going to transform that card very soon, as a matter of fact, and then it's going to add a ton of mana. So I suppose that would be one worth expelling from Vraska at some point, perhaps. I don't actually think we need the Jadelight Ranger here. We're going to have plenty of lands. I'd like to go a little more over the top than that. And you know what? That's very good. As a matter of fact, it is very tempting to just play it. I don't think it's correct to do so, but it is tempting. I mean, at the end of the day, if they have a bunch of mana, maybe we can just disallow stuff from that point on. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can do anything but do this and hope our opponent doesn't have a Spell Pierce over there. They do not, so that's very good for us. All right, so we get 2 lands. They come into play untapped for what it's worth here. Not to mention we get to put all these Tatyova triggers on the stack. Draw a couple cards, gain a couple life. We do have 8 in hand, though. I guess I just play... Yeah, I could just bounce this with Expel from Vraska. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're 1 short of City's Blessing here. I can play Thematic Compass and have the City's Blessing. As a matter of fact, it'll immediately transform, won't it? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So our opponent did not want to attack into us, which tells me they value their commander very highly. Now that we've already got a bunch of value from ours, let's attack. Yeah. I thought that would work. It did. And by the way, we transform this, so they can't even attack. We get to Maze of Ithil here. Untap target attacking creature, remove it from combat. And it looks like we'll probably just be playing Nezahal. It's a pretty good card. Quite the mirror breaker in blue mirrors, as it turns out, which is why they printed this card. It's actually the latest in a long line of big, expensive blue cards. Pearl Lake Ancient, I think, was the last one that saw a lot of play. What it does is they break mirrors. You know, they put these into sets consciously so that your counter everything mirrors will eventually, you know, end in something other than decking. Alright, so we'll go ahead and remove the Jhoira from combat, or Jhoira. Somebody's got to tell me how it's actually said. I don't know. Okay. That said, they do get a treasure token. They now have 4 artifacts. Let's see if they can transform their Storm... Oh, they do. He's 8 of treasure. So they can transform Storm the Vault. Chief of the Foundry. All right. I mean, none of this is actually that scary, though. We're not really doing anything here, you know, but just playing Nezahal is going to be pretty good. This game might come down to something like which player has River's Rebuke, because that card is just insane. Or we could just draw Carnage Tyrant. Unfortunately, we don't have a land, though. I could play Champion of Wits. I think there's just no reason to do anything but play Nezahal, though. This is going to make them a lot of mana. Look at that. We have no maximum hand size. We did it. Right? Maybe. Cannot be countered as our opponent reading it. We have no maximum hand size. Whenever they cast a non-creature spell, we draw a card. And if we want to discard cards, we can exile it and return it to play at the end step, which protects it from most removal. As you can tell, this was a surgically, tactically designed card to break blue mirrors. That's a lot of mana our opponent gets to make on instep, though. This is actually pretty sick. I wonder if... Yeah, it would have felt so bad to bounce it there. But maybe it would have been correct. Next turn, hopefully we can have Disallow up now that we've played our big threat. Something like Bounty of the Luxa plus Disallow. Our opponent has no good attacks, though. So they have a lot of mana. They can do kind of whatever they want with it. We just hope it's not too bad. Now, what the heck is this? Mishra's Self-Replicator. I thought Mishra was dead. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you may pay 1. You get a copy of it. I see. Well, that's pretty good with a bunch of mana here. Yeah, we just want to draw through our deck and get River's Rebuke. That's how we get out of this one, I think. I can expel from Erazka this thing. But they're probably just going to cast a historic spell immediately. I mean, they have a billion mana thanks to this thing. I've never actually seen this card transform in any format. Seems pretty good, though. I guess maybe I shouldn't have done that. I just did that out of habit. I guess I could have just killed it. Whatever. They get another treasure token. Surely they have enough mana already. Probably just play Champion of Wits next turn. We need to draw to some action here. Also get us closer to transforming Search for Azcanta. I guess they were just suiciding the captain. I should have just killed it. We'll see what happens. I am scared. Our opponent may actually... Usually our deck goes over the top. Oh. That's pretty good. Our promise is pretty good for us, too, for what it's worth here, but this all is pretty scary. Our opponent gets an extra turn. Ugh. Whoa, what? Oh, I didn't read this card. I literally thought, oh no, I just lost the game. I literally thought it just took another turn. I guess that's what I get for not knowing new cards. Oh. That was real bad. That was real bad, huh? Oh. Also, this thing's gonna be pretty good. I guess we're just gonna die. I learned what Karn's Temporal Sundering did today, so guess I learned something at least. Actually, just thought this took an extra turn. I thought they just decided that cost 6 mana these days. Okay, okay. These things are pretty big. Well, it won't be a problem, right? Because there's just going to be River's Rebuke sitting on top of our deck. They had 10 blue mana with their Storm the Vault, huh? Or whatever it is now. Vault of Catlacan. I don't know what it's called. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. Brass's Bounty. Their deck is sweet. Oh no. I get it. Each one of these gets to make a copy of itself. Huh. Huh. Our opponent is straight going off here. Nezahal probably wasn't going to make a difference. It turns out it is straight River's Rebuke or bust. That's crazy. This is sweet. What does this do? I get to look at 5 cards, put an artifact into their hand, and then their artifacts become 5/5s in Chapter 3, huh? Yep, that's a good deck over there. Huh, who knew? Guess I'll take the damage. Yeah, Nezahal wasn't going to make much of a difference here. Wow, I didn't expect to get outvalued. Playing our deck full of value. Oh, it's River's Rebuke! Oh, if only they still had Nezahal. We live! Unfortunately, they still have this, so it's still a problem, but we live! Alright, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, huh? That is enough to play this. And I guess play Expel from Mrazka. I can't believe that. I could also Champion of Wits, and if I find a land, I think maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I Champion of Wits and one of my top 2 cards is a land, then we still play River's Rebuke. I think that's what I'm going to do, because just casting River's Rebuke here is obviously appealing. But I feel like we need to actually have something going on. And if I get really unlucky and don't have a land in the top 2 cards, I mean, I guess that's bad for us. Yeah, give it a shot. I'm feeling lucky. I mean, I got real unlucky because I'm an idiot here. I'm unlucky to be an idiot is what I'm saying. So, you know, what could go wrong? Okay, we did it. We did it. Okay. All right, let's pitch the... I guess the Serpapard here. And I guess this land. That was close for a minute. I thought we drew 2... I thought we drew 2 tap lands there for a minute. All right, well, let's River's Rebuke our opponent. Yeah, I think I basically just felt like we had to hit a land drop there regardless. This is quite good. Oh, they just have a counterspell? I guess that makes sense. They are, you know, playing blue cards, and I forgot. Oh, spell swindle. Okay, we died. Hey, we were never going to win. All right, well, good game. I don't think my Nezahal clearly wasn't making a difference in that game, so I guess that didn't kill us. But either way, that was sweet. It was a good match. Thanks for watching, everyone.